In the constellation of Hollywood's wellness evangelists, few shine as luminously or as polarizingly as Gwyneth Paltrow. The Oscar-winning actress turned Goop empire builder has long championed a life of intention, jade eggs, conscious uncoupling and celery juice cleanses. But her latest disclosures on the Goop podcast strip away the curated sheen to reveal a woman wrestling with the unseen fraying of her psyche. At 53, Paltrow confronts a cocktail of anxiety, intrusive thoughts, and a nervous system battered by decades under fame's relentless gaze, offering a raw testament to mental health's insidious creep, even for those armed with the world's most bespoke coping kits. Her monologue unfolds like a confessional diary entry, laced with the precision of someone who's dissected her inner world as meticulously as a Goop lab formulates serums. "I would like to be more intentional about how I spend my time," she begins, a declaration that belies the chaos it seeks to tame. Paltrow admits to a bit of attention deficit disorder, a self-diagnosis that manifests as a vortex pulling her in lots of directions, from boardroom battles at Goop to red carpet reprieves in films like the upcoming Marty Supreme. The result? A perpetual state of dispersal, where focus fragments like shattered quartz. "I would love to try to not do that so much and feel more grounded throughout the day," she yearns, voicing a universal ache amplified by her high-wire existence. Central to this turmoil is the toll of public scrutiny, a pressure cooker Paltrow has simmered in since Say7's shadowy triumph in 1995. "I've lived a very intense life in the public eye for a really, really long time," she acknowledges, tracing the scars left by opinion's onslaught. As the Seven ingenue evolved into Iron Man's poised Pepper Potts and Shallow Hal's satirical siren, fame's double-edged sword sliced deepest in its emotional residue. "Whenever we're at the mercy of people's opinions and all the energy behind the opinions, I'm very sensitive, as most of us are. It kind of frays my nervous system," she explains. It's a vulnerability that resonates. In an age of viral takedowns and meme-fueled mockery, recall the 2014 Jade Egg backlash, Paltrow's sensitivity isn't fragility, it's a barometer for empathy's cost. Hormonal shifts add a physiological punch, ushering in a lot of anxiety for the first time in her life. Paltrow attributes this to estrogen dominance, a term from her wellness lexicon that she unpacks with clinical candor. "It makes you really anxious." She dissects the interplay, physiological triggers mingling with psychological echoes, emotional undercurrents, and the public life's perpetual performance. Part of it is physiological, part of it is psychological, part of it's emotional and part of it's public life, she delineates, mapping a mind where biology and biography collide. This isn't abstract, it's lived, nights dissecting Great Expectations residuals while perimenopause rewires her wiring. Most harrowing are the intrusive thoughts, spectral invaders she's never before entertained. These aren't fleeting worries but insistent specters, hijacking her mental bandwidth with doomsday scenarios or unfounded fears. Though sleep remains still pretty okay, mornings sometimes dawn in dread's grip. "I wake up first thing in the morning and I'm filled with dread." Paltrow circles back to the nervous system's primacy. "There's a lot of parts to it, but definitely there's a big nervous system component," framing her struggle as a holistic unraveling, not isolated symptoms. Paltrow's candor invites a deeper dive into her trajectory. Born into showbiz royalty, daughter of Blythe Danner, goddaughter to Steven Spielberg, her path seemed predestined, yet stardom's shine masked mounting pressures. Emma's 1996 charm led to Shakespeare in Love's 1999 Oscar, but typecasting and tabloid scrutiny followed. Her 2003 marriage to Chris Martin birthed Apple and Moses, a union dissolved in 2016's conscious uncoupling that became cultural shorthand. Goop, launched in 2008 as a newsletter, ballooned into a $250 million behemoth by 2023, peddling everything from vaginal steaming to $75,000 wellness retreats. Yet, lawsuits over unsubstantiated claims and public eye rolls at candle-blowing rituals frayed her facade. This podcast marks a pivot, from Goop's aspirational gloss to unvarnished reckoning. It echoes broader conversations, celebrities like Selena Gomez on bipolar battles or Kristen Bell on therapy's taboos, destigmatizing midlife mental health. For women in perimenopause, Paltrow's estrogen insights align with research. Hormonal flux can spike cortisol, fueling anxiety in 40 to 60% of cases, per the North American Menopause Society. Her ADD nod taps neurodiversity's rising awareness, where high achievers mask scattered focus with sheer will. Yet, Paltrow's not prescribing, she's processing. Grounding practices, breath work, perhaps a Goop-guided meditation, lurk implied, but the emphasis is excavation over elixir. Intentionality becomes mantra, a bid to reclaim time from email deluges and endorsement deals. Intrusive thoughts, she hints, demand witness, not warfare, mindfulness over suppression. Her dread-filled dawns evoke somatic therapy's tenets. Tune into the body's alarm, trace it to fame's fossilized fears. Critics might scoff, Paltrow with her Coldplay X and $120 million net worth, embodying struggle? But privilege doesn't preclude pain, it amplifies isolation. Her sensitivity to opinions mirrors the parasocial pact. Fans adore, trolls eviscerate, leaving a frayed nervous system as collateral. In admitting this, Paltrow democratizes distress, reminding that even Goop's founder grapples with the ordinary. Looking ahead, this vulnerability could recalibrate her brand, from luxury esoterica to empathetic advocacy. Imagine Goop lines for nervous system soothers, adaptogen elixirs for hormonal havoc, journaling prompts for intrusive whispers. Or deeper, Paltrow funding research on perimenopausal mental health, leveraging her platform like she did for vaginal health post-surgery. Ultimately, her words are a lighthouse for midlifers adrift. Anxiety isn't failure, it's feedback. In voicing the fray, Paltrow mends her own threads, inviting us to do the same. Grounded? Perhaps not yet. But intentional, fiercely so, in the pursuit.